Hey everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. I am back for another Memory Planning Monday video. This one is going to be a process video. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to do for this week, stick around. Hey Chappy fam, happy Monday. I am back to plan another half week in my storyline chapters. Insert last week's half week pre-planning video and process video came together so nicely. I absolutely love what I did. And as you can see, I'm not doing super well with white space. It's very busy. All of my layouts are super crowded, but I guess that's just me. So for this week, we're coming up on May 16th through the 22nd, and there's not a lot going on the left hand. I don't have a lot of photos. I don't have a lot of things that I documented, so I'll show you what I got. I have this picture I took of my craft room. I'm not craft space, just part of it, and I think it was because, and it doesn't even look like this anymore. I literally change up my craft space weekly, I want to say. Comment down below if you can relate. People keep asking me to film a craft room tour, and the problem is, one, that it's not fully a craft room. I mean, there's a guest bed behind me. And the other problem is that I'm constantly switching things up, and things are not ever in the order that they were the week before. So I don't know if you're okay with like a haphazard mess of a craft room tour / guest room, let me know. But this is just a photo I took of what is right in front of me right now, which is my IKEA pegboard, and then just some of my pens and this little acrylic container that holds a bunch of inks. But again, everything that goes in there is always changing. So that may take up a couple of days, and then I volunteered for the school book fair this year again. So that is a selfie I took while I was just chilling out by myself. No students were there, obviously, or I wouldn't have taken a selfie. And then this is my sweet, sweet niece. I say niece with air quotes because it's my cousin Megan and her husband's surprise daughter. And it's such a happy story, and I am so, so happy for them because Megan did not know that she could conceive, and she was told she couldn't. She had, you know, she's got endometriosis, PCOS, so many different things, failed fertility treatments. She actually didn't even know she was pregnant when she went in because she was sick and she thought it was something else. So obviously that was way before the baby was born. Baby was delivered by C-section, but she did an amazing job. So she was 6 weeks early. Her name is Emerson, and she's just perfection. And she was born on the 19th, I think the 19th. Yep, May 19th. So that will go in there, and that's it on the left hand side. For me, that's not a lot of photos, but that's okay. It's going to allow me to jump into my desire to try white space, although take bets if that's actually going to happen or not. And then on the right side of the page, I have photos galore. So Friday, we set up Nora's brand new water slide because we purchased that for her baptism party. We wanted the kids to have something fun to be able to do. So there she is, all excited to try it out. 2 seconds later, she was freezing cold and wanted to be done. But, you know, that's just life. And then, oh, this is just, I think this was in the morning before Nora had to go to school. Jeeves jumped in the box and she opened the box up, and there he was. I just thought that was really cute. So I'll have to put that somewhere. And then the next day was a big deal because it was her, oh, and also she had a play date with her friend Cora. Oh, so that's what this was. Yeah, I blew it up for them to play on. Probably I wonder if you can even see it. I think Cora is like off to the side over here. So she didn't make it into the picture, but the two of them were playing. So I might take this one out and have these photos over here. I do like the pink and the yellow of Nora's shirt. This one I may hide, but this is pretty colorful, so we'll see. I do have some blue there and blue on my mask, blue on my shirt. And then this was the 21st, which was her dance. Was it the 21st? Yes. Dance recital day. So there she is performing to, oh, which dance was this? Waiting on a Miracle from Encanto. They do it outside. They've done it outside the last couple years due to COVID. And then this was her little pop outfit that she wore for We Don't Talk About Bruno. So stinking cute. And there she is in the middle of her dance and waiting for the music to come on. Such a sweet girl. So somehow I might hide these two photos. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. You'll have to watch the process. And then this was just a picture I took of her while we were waiting. She wanted me to take it because she still had her makeup on from the recital. But this is funny because it's in the middle of a flooring store. We were picking out flooring to redo our basement, which has been at a standstill since May 20th. So maybe not quite. We've done a few things, but it's a long story for the renovation. But this is sort of like my proof that we went to the store, we picked out the vinyl flooring, we made a very large purchase, and so this is all I got is proof. So that's got to go on Saturday as well. There's nothing, I don't think, on Sunday. I think nothing. Oh, and then there's this. Oh, that's a lie. There's this other picture too. Giving the thumbs up. So I don't know. I have a lot to choose from. Okay, so this was Sunday after church. It was the day Nora had a couple of friends over. And by a couple, I mean 3. So mommy was exhausted by Sunday night, you know? So somehow I have to find a way to hold all these photos on the right side. That's going to be for next week's video. But I'm just showing you everything for the week because this is how I decide what colors I'm going to use. So what I was thinking, because of all the bright colors and just like all the fun and the celebratory nature of this week with her recital, I absolutely love this paper from Amy Tangerine. It's her Brave and Bold collection. It's an older one. I don't know if you could still find this paper. It might be on clearance at Joann. But I thought about bringing in some of these pieces that have the blue and like that chartreuse green and maybe even like one of these pinks. So I think these are going to be my color palettes, these bright colors. I also happen to have the stamp set that she released with it as well. And I'm thinking of bringing in some of these florals. And then I have her ephemera that goes with the collection also. So, and I also have the sticker pack. So you can see in here, lots of fun colors. And I also have a couple of Amy Tangerine sticker books from American Crafts. These are from like, honestly, 3 or 4 years ago, before Tuesday Morning went out of business near us. We don't have one anywhere near me, so it's very sad. But you know, I'm sure there are stickers in here or things that I might want to use or could possibly use to coordinate with her other stickers that are actually for the Brave and Bold line, because her handwriting is just so fun. And then obviously I will be using some of the new elements from the Stop the Blur kits. I always incorporate all the things from Heidi Swap, so her stamps from Stamp Society, Distress Oxide inks. So I am going to speed up the camera, and then, oh, and all these I'm going to put away so I don't lose them because I will. So I take the photos for the second half of the week, and then when I'm finished with this half, I'll take any scraps that I might be able to use in the second half of the week and put them in this empty pouch, because I do take apart all of my story. I do take apart all of my Stop the Blur kits and have them stored in a Totally Tiffany organizer. So let me pick out my Distress Oxide ink colors and speed up the camera, put some music on, and I will do a voiceover explaining the half-week process. Let's go, let's go. I'm beginning by cutting apart the papers that I want to incorporate in the half-week spread. The colors are going to be my inspiration for choosing the Distress Oxide inks that I use throughout. And now I'm just going through my Amy Tangerine sticker books and ephemera and stickers, and I am trying to pull all the things that I think could coordinate with what I have already picked. So you'll see I've got lots of inks there, 2 blues, a bright green, a yellow, and 2 pinks. decided to go with the Salty Ocean for dating the spread, and I'm really happy with that. I realize like the top bar of the page doesn't match the color scheme, which is not something I usually do. I try to match everything, but I'm totally fine with it. It actually didn't even really bother me. So anywho, now I'm deciding to do something new for the first time, which is so exciting, and that is make my own patterned paper using this stamp from Amy Tangerine. And I wanted to create the pattern paper so I could make it into some sort of pocket, and then I decided to stamp some other colors of the 3 main colors of focus of the spread and fussy cut all of those out. So I've got Twisted Citron, Prize Ribbon, and Picked Raspberry as the main colors. And then I pull out Heidi's die that I purchased from her shop and make my sandwich. And then it makes this perfect little envelope. So cute, so fun. Using my scoreboard there to make that envelope, which I end up not even using, but I may hopefully use on the second half of the page. So a lot of this video is me playing with different die cuts, ephemera, and making kind of, I call it like memory planning Tetris, making everything fit and just trying to balance everything out. So I used that green, love this, and turned it into a little sleeve for journaling because I wanted to hide my journaling. The beginning of the week was pretty stressful and crazy, and I just wanted it to be behind the bright, colorful design there. And then I'm just taking a piece of scrap cardstock to create the tag that I'm going to journal on, and using the pull here from a Stop the Blur printable. And then I'm trying to figure out, here we go, memory planning Tetris, where to put this selfie, where to put the picture of Emerson, how to balance that all out, how to spread, like move your eye down the page with the different colors, and decided to put these scissors in that middle spot there. Journal, journal, journal. Type, type, type. Journal, journal, journal. I was commenting on somebody's YouTube video, I'm sure. Probably Jamie Pate. Okay, so I end up taking this one of the last little cards that came in, like, I think the February Stop the Blur kit, and I'm trying to figure out a way to use that vellum pocket that says good things take time, because that's just the perfect sentiment for Emerson's birth story. So I end up cutting it down and then cutting it apart and then trimming down the pink cardstock tag that was inside of it, until I eventually come to the conclusion that I want to have the vellum envelope be deconstruct the whole thing and make it into a liftable or a flap, if you will. And so I take that vellum pocket, create a hinge, and tape it underneath the backside of the picture of Emerson so that it just hinges there from behind and then opens down. And you can still see underneath it some of the blue from the picture of Emerson, but then you also still get the sentiment that I wanted. And then I love that I added this little tab using a sticker from one of the Amy Tangerine books, and decide to bring in some more of the main colors by fussy cutting the rest of the die cuts and figuring out how to spread them across the page a little bit. I think it adds a little bit of movement and interest, and you know me and white space, we're just not best friends. So now I'm looking just for little embellishments, little accents here and there, and I'm like, oh man, I have this whole bottom right corner that I need to fill. What do I do? Oh, right, I need to journal, and I still have not had my stamp therapy session, so let's do it. So that's what you're gonna watch me do, is just play with all the colors of the distress inks, all the stamps. This is my first time using a couple of these stamp sets. I haven't even had a chance to participate in a stamp therapy class yet because life has just been so busy. We've had such a busy summer, lots of traveling and camps and running around, so
Anyway, it was really exciting for me to be able to get to use these stamps for the first time. And I thought it was a good idea to do it on top of this sticker because the blue matched perfectly. And then I just wanted to trim off where it said remember because I don't need it to say remember. But this was just like a celebratory label, I guess, sticker label that is going along with the picture of Emerson and that story. I just love these little teeny weeny stamp bursts. They are so fun. The little stars there, love those. And then I was gonna stamp her name with the destination stamps, but I was like, those are too big. Emerson's not gonna fit because it's spelled differently than you might think. So I decided to use the teeny tiny letters from this Stamp Society 6x8 set. It might have been from March. I can't remember. So then there's her name. I wanted that to stand out. And trim down the sticker, and then I decided, like, I was just gonna put the sticker right on top of the pink paper, but I decided to turn it into a pocket, of course, because I love all the interactables. I don't think that's a word. I said that in my last video. But anyway, so I moved the tab down so that I could put that green floral die cut that I made into sort of like a tab that holds down the flap. So I had to move that blue tab down. And then I did my journaling on this ledger card from Heidi Swap, added a couple of embellishments from her sticker book because the colors coordinate so well, and put that in that pink pocket that I made, which I really love, by the way. I love how it, like, you know, even though I cover it up with the sticker label stamp, whatever you want to call it, it's still, you can see the floral pattern peeking out behind it. And then I didn't like the shape of the pink tag that was from the vellum sleeve, so I trimmed it down a little bit more and then decided to journal on the back, and then had to figure out what I was going to put on the front and decided to use some clear stickers of the same floral pattern from Amy Tangerine's sticker book, and I think it turned out pretty cute. So I ended up using these alphas from this older Heidi Swap sticker book because I was like, oh, these are going to be the perfect size, they're the perfect color. Let's just do it. So I used them to letter Girl Scouts because we had a Girl Scout meeting that evening, and then I did the rest of the journaling on the back of the card. And the last thing I'm doing is just adding these super fun puffy stickers that I was led to by Jenny Garcian, who uses them in all of her Project Life layouts, and they are also my favorite. Aren't they so cute? And that's a wrap, folks.
Okay, everyone, that is my process for the half week of the 16th through the 19th. Guesses below for how many hours it took me to do this little layout. It's so crazy. I have an insane mess in front of me. Let me show you. Look at the mess. What? How do you even function? What is your life? You are a disgrace. I know. Oop. So I actually really like how this turned out. I since had to clean up my space and take care of a couple things, but I just want to wrap up this video by saying I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at all the detail. The colors are great, super fun and bright, and maybe not a reflection of the chaotic week that I had this past week, but I really, really love these bright, fun colors. So yeah, I have just this little tag here, and then 2 tags with journaling here. Lots to write about regarding Emerson, and the little flip. And I love the detail of the stamp there with those teeny tiny Stop the Blur stamps that come with the kit. And I like how I used this piece of whatever you want to call it, handmade ephemera, to hold this flap down. These little puffy stickers are so much fun. And yeah, I just really think it's super cute. The stamping was a lot of fun. It's just a little nod to the picture here of Emerson. First time I got to use a bunch of these stamps because life has just been crazy and I haven't even taken a stamp society class yet. I thought I was going to be doing that during this week with Nora at Girl Scouts, and yet I still have not. But that's okay. So I just love all the colors, the combination, being able to use Heidi Swap products and the Amy Tangerine products. You'll have to let me know what you think. If you do like this video and videos like this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. It takes a lot of work to create these videos, a lot of time, and it's a labor of love, but I do obviously create these to inspire and to share my creativity with all of you amazing folks. So I truly appreciate you being here, and I don't want you to miss any of my content. Remember, friends, that you are enough, and I will see you next time. Bye.